In this era of rings culture, fun teams who provide fans with nightly excitement, but not necessarily the thrill of championship contention, are taken for granted. The best teams aren't always the best stories. And with all due respect to the Bucks, Celtics, Nuggets, Sixers, and even the Cavs, none of the NBA's top teams this year make for the best tales. That honor goes to Sacramento, where long-suffering Kings fans have been treated to the league's most entertaining and feel-good squad. A great story has to include some measure of surprise, and the 2022-23 Kings definitely check that box. Sacramento last made the playoffs in 2006, marking the longest playoff drought in NBA history, and one that's currently 4 years longer than any other postseason drought in all of North American pro sports. With the Warriors and Clippers emerging as perennial contenders over the last decade or so, and the 17-time champion Lakers serving as the league's most glamorous franchise, the Kings, who faced a relocation scare back in 2013, had essentially become California basketball's ugly stepsister. And that was a real shame, because the Kings are the only big league ticket in town, as Phil Jackson once reminded Sacramento during a famous Kings-Lakers rivalry at the turn of the century. Lord knows those poor, tortured Kings fans weren't asking for much.
We're getting 40 wins this year! Let's go!
The Kings hadn't cracked the 40-win mark in 17 years before hitting the depressing benchmark this month. They only topped 30 wins 8 times in the last 16 seasons, and the team entered this year with a preseason over-under win total of 34.5. That figure had them pegged as the Western Conference's 11th best team, meaning even just squeaking into the play-in tournament would have been seen as an overachievement. Can you blame the organization then for lighting Sacramento's sky purple after every Kings win this season? Or blame Kings fans for being so giddy about lighting that beam every time their beloved team notches another stunning W? Then again, at this point, it's technically no longer stunning when the Kings win real-life NBA basketball games, because the team's been doing it a whole hell of a lot this year.
We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before.
Through 66 games, the Kings, playing at a near 50-win pace, owned the NBA's 6th best record, the West's number 2 seed, and are on track to win the Pacific Division for the first time in 20 years. And they're doing it by playing the most entertaining brand of basketball imaginable. Sacramento not only owns the league's best offense this season, but the most efficient offense in NBA history. De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis are the pillars of that devastating attack. Fox is a dizzying blur, and the biggest reason why Sacramento spends more time in transition than any other team. The first-time All-Star is averaging more than 25 points and 6 assists on nearly 60% true shooting, converting above his career averages from every area of the court. His biggest strength remains getting to the basket, though. Despite being only 6'3" and 185 pounds, Fox ranks top 10 in drives per game and is shooting 77% at the rim, making him the only non-big who's that efficient within 4 feet of the basket, according to Cleaning the Glass. Fox has also been the NBA's captain clutch this season.
Clock down to 7. Guarded by Dosunmu. They open up the floor. Fox gonna go to work. Pulls up for the winner. Got it! D-Fox with some dynamite! Blown up the Bulls!
The Kings have played more clutch minutes than all but 4 other teams, and Fox has been the biggest reason why Sacramento has won those 163 minutes by a whopping 48 points. As of March 15th, the gap between Fox's league-leading 180 clutch points and second-ranked DeMar DeRozan was equivalent to the gap between DeRozan and 19th-ranked Jason Tatum.
This stiff man always comes through in the clutch, huh?
Sabonis' excellence has been a bit more understated, but the All-Star big man is very much the hub around which the Kings' offense whizzes. He leads the team in touches, rewards Sacramento's cutters with easy buckets, and leads the league in points created off screens. Don't get it twisted though, Sabonis' box score stats are pretty damn impressive too. He's averaging 19 points to go along with 7 assists and a league-leading 12.3 rebounds per game. The only other players in history to average 19, 12, and 7 for a season were MVPs: Nikola Jokic, Wilt Chamberlain, and Oscar Robertson. The Kings have surrounded their star duo of Fox and Sabonis with the shooting of Kevin Huerter and rookie sensation Keegan Murray, the steady production of veteran starter Harrison Barnes, and the impactful bench play of Malik Monk, Trey Lyles, and sophomore stopper Davion Mitchell. Helming it all is head coach Mike Brown, whose Sacktown resurgence is a great story in itself. After spending 6 years as an assistant on Steve Kerr's championship staff in Golden State, Brown earned his first head coaching gig in 9 years, and is now poised to win his second Career Coach of the Year award 14 years after his last such honor. Now, you'll notice the one thing we haven't mentioned yet is Sacramento's defense, and that's because it's virtually non-existent. The Kings don't seem capable or particularly interested in stopping anybody, but that Achilles heel only adds to this team's entertainment value. How else are you going to get 176 to 175 barn burners like the double overtime classic Sacramento and the Clippers gave us earlier this season? The Kings have lost 2 separate games this season in which they scored 134 points in regulation. They've also won 11 games in which they've given up 120 in regulation.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Under normal circumstances, we'd be talking about the fact that 25th ranked defense means the West's number 2 seed is more pretender than contender. That, in turn, would lead to questions about what comes next for the Kings, whether they can build a genuine title hopeful around Fox and Sabonis at all, and how soon they might come to regret trading Tyrese Halliburton just to construct a good but not great team. But forget all that for now. The point is that the Kings being this good, hell, the Kings being good at all, means these are not normal circumstances. Sacramento has waited too damn long for a season like this, and Kings fans deserve to milk every last second of it. The time to talk about their future will come, just like we can wait to start dissecting how and when their faulty D might sink them in the playoffs. For now, the NBA's most entertaining team is writing the league's best story. Just enjoy the ride and light that goddamn beam.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.